Hi everybody, Laura here for My Favorite Things. Thank you so much for joining me today. I've got a festive project to share with you featuring the newest Home for the Holidays card kit by My Favorite Things. I want to show you first of all what comes in the kit. You get so much good stuff. There is the Right at Home Dynamics, the Holiday Home Accent Dynamics. Now this little mini itty bitty thanks is a freebie. But this is the Home for the Holiday stamp set included in the kit. This little mini one called Itty Bitty Thanks. It's not in the kit, but it's a freebie if you spend $60. But all this beautiful solid color cardstock comes in the kit. And also a 2-pack of the Pear Blossom Press Lights, which you can add if you've never tried those. They're so much fun. You can make your cards light up. And they're very easy to use too. You don't have to be intimidated. You simply adhere them, press a button, and it lights up. So easy. I actually didn't use it on my card today. I probably should have, but I wanted to keep it really simple. I'm just making a Christmas holiday house card. What I did was I Googled Christmas homes to get my mojo flowing, and when I saw red houses, that's where the inspiration came. So I'm going to make a red house. I also thought about making a green house. You could really do any color. There's 2 different sizes of windows with shutters, light post, 2 different sizes of trees. You can make it as intricate or as simple as you want. Now, if you look at the website and you see what the design team created, you'll see that there's different styles of houses you can do too. I'm making a very symmetrical house, but you could also offset that peak to the right or to the left and really just let your imagination run wild. Okay, so I did 2 different shades of red, a dark slate for the roof. I have all these other little pieces and add-ons that I'm die cutting, just kind of doing it all at once. It is a lot of die cutting and a lot of little pieces, but I love doing stuff like this, especially when it has to do with architecture. I just like anything architectural. And okay, so like I said, I'm going very symmetrical. Everything's going to be the same on both sides, and that just tickles my fancy. There's also little snowy caps that you can add to the top of your roof if you want to make it snowy. You certainly don't have to make it snowy. You will use it any time of the year. Now here's the windows. I wanted to make it look like it was glowing on the inside of the home, like a soft yellow glow. What you could do is take those windows and die cut them again out of yellow cardstock and pop back in the little yellow squares. But I wanted to go a little different route. Now there's not a square die that is the exact size of these windows. So I simply just traced the smaller and larger window, and I'm going to cut a square to adhere behind the window. I probably made it harder than it needed to be, but I actually really like how it turned out. You could see when you look at the design team, a lot of them popped those little window panes back into the window, and that's an easy way to do it. If you don't want to do what I just did here, but maybe you want to do what I just did. Just do you is what I'm trying to say. So I'm going to glue the white window on top of the yellow backer to make it look like there's a soft, warm light. I'll tell you what, side note, I don't know if you guys are sensitive to light. I am. I cannot stand the LED lights. If a light is even just slightly tingy blue, it just chaps my khakis. I like a warm yellow soft light. And I don't know what it is these days. Maybe I'm getting older, but when I drive at night, I feel like some of the cars, their lights are way brighter than they need to be, and they don't even have their brights on. It's like they've made the lights brighter and bluer, or is it just me? Maybe I'm getting old. I don't know. Okay, so I'm going to start kind of assembling this house together. A lot of little pieces. I'm using some Bearly Arts glue. I really like it for jobs like this because it's got the little precision needle tip, and some of this stuff you could probably pop up if you wanted to make it more dimensional. I am going to end up popping the house up on my card, so I kind of reined in all the foam tape as far as the house assembly. I just glued everything flat together. I like all the little details, like for example this white border that goes around the door. And there's also a little teeny tiny doorknob, which I die cut out of some matte gold cardstock, just for a little brass doorknob. And all those little details are really special. There's also a little wreath that I added. And one thing that I didn't add, but you could, actually can't believe I didn't add it, but you can add strings of lights to the top or wherever on your house, and you could actually make them rainbow, or you could make them white, whatever, tickles your Christmas light fancy. I've talked about this before, but I'm one of those people who likes all white lights. Like if I decorate my house, I like a very simplistic, maybe white, maybe a little twinkle, but it's funny because I do rainbow all the live long day with my cards, but when it comes to my house, I'm very conservative. I am. I keep it simple, clean. So maybe that's reflecting on my house here. I'm keeping it very simple and clean. Now, I did take a lighter shade of blue cardstock for the background panel, and I'm going to use the Itty Bitty Thanks stamp set for a sentiment. There's so many great ones. I just did, what does this say? A note to say thanks. So this can be used for any occasion. I'm going to emboss it in white onto that panel of blue cardstock. That cardstock is included in the card kit. So I stamped it with Versamark ink, and I'm going to pour on some white embossing powder, and then I will heat that with the heat gun. So do you guys like to decorate your house for Christmas with rainbow lights or white lights? You know what I've noticed here in my neighborhood? A lot of people are using lights for Halloween. I mean, when you drive down, there's purple and orange, and this is a new one to me. I don't really decorate for Halloween. I mean, I did put some fall wreaths on the door. My daughter keeps wanting me to get more pumpkins and mums and all that, but I really kept it kind of simple. And but yeah, I don't know. I'm not sure what I'm thinking about all the Halloween like blow up things. Some people are really getting into it. But it is a gorgeous fall here in Central Illinois. Just absolutely stunning. Okay, so I added all the little details, and then I decided to add some little snowy, what do you call them, like snow banks to the bottom of the house. I did have to trim them because it was a bit of an afterthought. So I just kind of eyeballed it and then just cut it off. You don't necessarily have to cut it off, but since I had already adhered my trees, I didn't quite have room, so you just kind of tuck it in. Fake it till you make it. That's what I say. And then you have a snowy little drifts on the bottom of your house, and this card is finished. It's very simple, clean, symmetrical, but also festive. A great card to give to say thank you during the holidays. I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for joining me. Have a wonderful day, and I will see you next time.